Yo, what's going on, fam? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Y'all know I'm back. I'm back live. Salute to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all like the stream. I want to say video, but like the stream, like it's a video. We're gonna talk about why these heifers are melting down over a song that is demeaning, and why India Arie, a singer, right, is being attacked due to her not supporting the song. I told y'all American women are cooked. Okay? American women are cooked. How do you get upset? By the way, let me put my newest video in the chat room. Y'all go and check it out after the show. Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm JayeDeBlackLive once again. I know it's been a while, but like I said, I don't want to go live unless I have some things to talk about. And I had to adjust some things. I had to make some adjustments as far as my layout here. I create all my layouts, by the way. So I had to make some adjustments there. All right, hold on a second. Okay. All right. Shout out to everybody that's here. Let's see who's here early. TL Smooth, XL Pro, Slim South. Let's talk about it. Sigma, Young Jay, Ramir was good. Why are these heifers so mad about this song? Nobody like people not liking the song. I told y'all. Hey, let me know. Do y'all hear any? I'm next to my fan is over there. So do y'all hear? Can y'all hear my fan in the background? Let me know in the chat room. What's good, G Marie Rochester? So to everybody that said, hopefully y'all have had a great summer so far. Hopefully y'all have a great 4th of July. The 4th of July is tomorrow. And yeah, man, hopefully y'all have a great 4th of July weekend. You said it's clear some stuff? Okay. I just want to know. Okay, all good. Okay, okay. All right. All right. Y'all know it was about 100 degrees. Even with the AC, because I'm next to a big old window. And I could just feel the heat. So I had to bring in the fan here, even with the AC going on. You know what I'm saying? You said, where can you find my podcast? Well, just subscribe to my channels. Hold on. Let me put it in the chat room so y'all can stay up to date. Also, you can just go onto this channel and go to where they have the channels tab, and I'm right there. All my channels, JayeDeBlack, Basic Social Politics with JayeDeBlack, which, by the way, I'm at 100,000 subscribers on Basic Social Politics. I got not one, but 2 channels with over 100,000 subscribers. I told you, I put in a lot of work over these years. So I was going to do like 100K live stream over there. I just, I still may do one just in case y'all are not subscribed there. Now that link that I just put in the chat room, that will take you to all my channels and all my other social media that hopefully y'all are subscribed to. And also you can see the social media on the screen. I'm on all these different platforms as well. So yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere. I got a clips channel that's close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna start putting like shorts over there, and I'm gonna start putting maybe clips from the live stream over there. That channel has almost 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to the people that's over there, subscribe, patiently waiting for me to post content. I will do that. All right. And also make sure y'all like this live stream too. People say, well, you probably shouldn't tell them to like your stream. Well, why not? You're trying to grow the reach of it. So obviously, you're gonna want as many people, there as possible. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here it is. So make sure that hopefully y'all staying hydrated because it is hot out there. I'm in the South and it's damn near 100 degrees. Y'all know, it's July when it's about 100 degrees. When it's about 100, it's July. July is like the hottest month of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Enrique was good. Van Bivens, what's up? Jamil was good. Jamil was good, Crisp. Drea denied that. Drea denied that she separated from Jalen Green. Salute to Brian Turner.
Young Miami is the face of American melanated women, especially for the I have a degree chicks. A lot of them look up to strippers.
Oh yeah. Appreciate that, bro. Salute. Unfortunately, that is the case. That is the case, right? And with women like Young Miami, and we're gonna get into this. I'm actually gonna also react to the Paul Pierce podcast. They were talking about it with Young Berg, right? American women are cooked. There's a reason why men don't want to date women in America. I mean, these women are like getting viscerally angry if another woman, let's say India Arie, doesn't like this heifer song. It is her prerogative to not like this song. I thought you heifers hated to be disrespected or demeaned, right? This song is very demeaning. It is pushing slur culture. And you heifers are all about being slurs, unfortunately. And you want to know why men in America, especially melanated men, are going overseas? Because you heifers are masculine. You're going around, you got tattoos all over your arms and chest and back and face. You're going around calling men bro. Like Amber Rose tried to blame black men as to why women in America are so masculine. Like, how dare you, you goofy heifer? How dare you? How dare you sit there and try to blame men for why women have chosen to live their lives like masculine women? Because we don't protect them. It's called growing up in a single parent household. All right. You got women out here. What's good, Darlene? You got women out here who chase dysfunctional men all the time. Men who are abusive. They not only that, they chase away the real fathers, the real protectors. These women chase these men out the home because they want full control over the children. It's almost as if these men were used as breeders. And this all ties into Young Miami because this is a woman who is the antithesis of an escort. Talking about how she wants a man that she's dating to have $100 million in the bank or net worth or whatever. What man with $100 million net worth besides Diddy is going to date you, Young Miami? You are a black single mother who is dysfunctional, who wasted any potential you really had because you wanted to be a part of Diddy's harem. It's absolutely disgusting. Shout out to Brian again.
Jaye, all this song does is demonstrate that majority of melanated women don't like quality men. They run them off.
Yep.
They like scamming a dollar ninjas.
Appreciate that again, Brian. They do. And it needs to be called out. We have been giving these heifers a pass for way too long. And again, you have women like India Arie, who's a classy black woman, who now she's gotten attacked for her opinions on Western women of today, and she's not about this slower culture that Young Miami is pushing with this song. There's a reason why a lot of you heifers are constantly in and out of relationships because you're trying to live your life like an Instagram model. You go on a regular female's page, she tries to make it seem like she's flying to different countries and going on shopping sprees, and like she's living this fabulous life, but the heifer works a regular job. Some of these heifers have a relationship, most don't. I told y'all, American women are done. What is left for us, as especially as men, with American women? You claim it's our fault that you're masculine. You claim it's our fault that you don't get protected. What are you talking about? Why don't you ask your mother, why did she push your biological father out of your life? You see, all that protection stuff goes back to their childhoods when their mothers would date dysfunctional men, and those children never knew peace because of their lunatic mother, who pushed the biological father out of the children's lives because she couldn't be with him. He wouldn't marry her. Yeah, they living in debt. Y'all see how they're trying to showcase a lifestyle, but I guarantee if you were to ask them, they're deep in credit card debt. They struggling to keep their bills paid. They got an expensive car note because they got to go out here and flaunt what they don't have. Yeah, like these songs, the Lotto song. Like these feminists, especially you black feminists, you have to understand that you're at war with yourself because men are moving on. They're not going to sit there and argue with you. They're just going to move on to women that actually appreciate them. Yeah, I think that the protection thing is a myth as well, because these women choose to be single and to not have a man in the home with her and the children. You choose to raise your kids on your own without the help of the father. Protection to me is moving the goalposts, like with Kayla Nicole. Kayla Nicole, she loves black men again. Did she ever? We've never seen her date one. Hold on. Shout out to Shaquan Stewart with the 200 jewels. Salute to you, Shaquan Stewart. Shout out to you. Salute Shaquan for being here. And shout out to everybody else that's here. Immortal Beast was good. M Babe, what's up? Make sure you like the stream if you haven't. This song shows y'all that a lot of these women want to be slores. They want to be escorts now. They're embracing the escorting. They're embracing men paying them for their time. There was a moment where women would never want to trade, their time for money, but now they're okay with it. I think OnlyFans made it easier for them. Women use protection as a way to move the goalposts and to say, you know what, you're just not good enough because you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, right? Young Miami shows you that a lot of these women don't respect themselves. They really don't. If they actually respected themselves, they would not be embracing this song the way that they are. They don't understand the damage songs like this do. You see, she doesn't care because she doesn't have a soul, in my opinion. So she's willing to put this song out here because she's okay with getting paid for her time. That's what Diddy was doing, right? He had her own salary, and she misses that every day. That's why she never threw Diddy under the bus, because Diddy was the ultimate trick for her. And now you got other women, they want tricks. They want men to trick off on them. The problem is they're not feminine enough. A lot of you heifers are just not feminine. You got full sleeve tattoos on your chest, on your back, on your face. You're too masculine. Your energy is way too masculine. Your voices are too deep. You hang around too many dudes. And you can listen to a woman and you can tell, yeah, she hangs around way too many men. What have I told y'all about these heifers that love to call men bro? Don't call me. I'm not your bro. Like, especially if you dating her. Like, if you dating a woman and she calling you that, like, you got to check that. Because that's masculine energy that she's absorbing, that she's embracing. And that's what this song pushes. And that's why they're attacking anybody who's against this song, especially India Arie, who's a melanated female, who's more on the classy side. They're angry with her. And then you got people like Trick Daddy, who's mad. You know, he went in on older women. We're going to get to that video. You see, men like Trick Daddy want you heifers to be slores, right? Because there's no expectations if a woman is a slore. You can pay her for her time and keep it moving. You don't have to offer her anything except money. You don't have to be the best man that you can be. What's good, Brent? What's good, JayeDeBlackLive? Snow. One take. Jesse Lee was good. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. You see, when you don't have to offer a woman much, there are men who are okay with this. Like a lot of the simps, a lot of the clowns that will attack a man for saying that, you know, he doesn't want marriage or that women are a certain way, you know.
They're just trash.
Salute Alan Lavelle. Appreciate that. That's why I say, man, we have to exercise our options. We shouldn't have to be stuck with this. We shouldn't have to be stuck with this as options. And again, y'all probably know women who are listening to this song, who are defending it. Pop Smoke Ghost was good. And Western women have nobody to blame but themselves, because y'all refuse to call out their behavior. And us as men, we've been calling it out. Now you got women who are calling it out, but they're only doing it because, you know, they see as an opportunity to be in male spaces or an opportunity to make money. If it was an opportunity to be in male spaces and make money, they wouldn't say anything. But do these women really believe what they are saying, or are they saying it just to fit in? A day of reckoning is coming for you heifers. A day of reckoning is coming for you, and you have absolutely no idea. And the simps are not going to be able to stop it. You see, the simps will go out of their way to defend your behavior. They'll go out of their way to attack other men. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of you women are desperate. You know you are. This is why you attack black men for dating outside the race. Because you realize it's over. It's over. And you're losing. Right? You're losing. Because men are walking away and you don't know what to do. So you go to your simps. You go to the women who will defend you, the simps. and you try to get them to fight the narrative, but it's too late. When you embrace escort themes, this is an escort theme. Spin That is an escort anthem. It's an escort anthem. And y'all are embracing the escort energy. And then you wonder why a lot of men want nothing to do with you besides friends with benefits, a jump off, a side piece, but not a girlfriend or a wife. They will waste your time and move on. That's where the bitterness comes from. Shout out to Van Bivens.
Apparently, even the masculine chicks are coming back to guys because they don't want the men's responsibilities. Lol.
Whoa, appreciate that, Van Bivens. I've seen that. You know, the masculine chicks, even the studs, they understand how difficult it is being a man and trying to appease a woman in a relationship, right? Trying to balance that, right? We have our own things, own responsibilities and things that we have to handle, but then we have this, you know, this woman, this, you know, who is insatiable. And a lot of the masculine women who have disrespected, who have sabotaged relationships with men, who get on social media denigrating men, disrespecting them, they come back because they realize how tough the world really is. Do you women actually want freedom? Or are you just saying whatever you're saying because of the group of females that you're in who are sabotaging each other? Because I'm telling you right now, one thing women will do is when they get into a relationship, they're bouncing. They're gonna distance themselves from the rest of y'all. And you done sit up there, you done sabotage your entire life, and one of your friends done went off and got in a relationship and got pregnant. And you sitting up there and you talking about how you support abortion and how men ain't this and men ain't that. And sometimes it'd be the loudest one in the group, the loudest heifer in the group who talk the most about men in relationships and marriage and all that, no protection. She'll be the first one to hop into a relationship with a man and leave you other females in the dust. That's what they will do. Absolutely. 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 Yeah, Trick Daddy is capping. Because I guess, you know, Young Miami is from Miami. He's from Miami. He probably wants to have relations with her, but, you know, he ain't got enough money for her. He ain't got enough money for her. Ice Spice is dating Spider-Man. I saw those pictures. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I saw Ice Spice in like that commercial with Ben Affleck and I think Matt Damon, and she's hanging around Taylor Swift, let me tell you something. She's in those Hollywood circles deep. Like when she got into that fight at McDonald's, she was in LA. So would not be shocked if anything's going on there. Ice Spice ain't got nothing else going on. That could have been staged. And did he really kiss her or did he lean into like kiss on the cheek or something? You know what I'm saying? You just don't know there because Ice Spice has, you know, she's an industry plant as well. And they've been trying to push her like Sweetie, but it hasn't worked. Sweetie career's dead. It's done. Ice Spice is damn near there. She can't sell no music. Yeah, she made a business move. Nobody's really checking for her like that. So she's making a business move. Ice Spice is making a business move, man. Yeah, she's in those Hollywood circles. I always thought that was weird, right? This is a side note. I always thought it was weird that Ice Spice was hanging around Taylor Swift. Then she's doing these commercials with Ben Affleck. I'm like, who is her agent? You know, rumors are saying they were sharing a vape. Like, wow, I mean, that's interesting how you got Ice Spice around these Hollywood. I mean, you know, but you know, all right, people, we're gonna get into a video, and we're gonna react to Paul Pierce, his interview, with Young Berg, and they're going to discuss. Young Miami. All right. So let's get into it. Make sure y'all like the stream.
Like, I haven't been with like super famous men or anything.
Let me go back.
Yeah, we gotta go to the store, get some champagne, get something, man. Get up, man, for real.
No, but what I will say is like, yeah, historically, like.
And by the way, shout out to Azar, the perfect Patty, the Nawalt. I had to break that out the other day. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all may know what the Nawalt is, right? You know, she's always, I'm not this person, I'm not that person, but I'm telling you right now, you bring another woman into the room, she's going to expose her feminist ideology and her black male bashing, right? She just can't help herself. But when there's another man in the room, she keeps that to herself and tries to act like, oh, well, she's different than all these other women, right? That's Azar. That's her right there in the middle.
I haven't been with like super famous men or anything, but
Cap.
Okay. So
Can I pull you up on charges?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what men don't like, right?
Okay.
And I see you and I watch, and I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? I watch the show or whatever, and like you got really valid points, and like I think that you're an attractive woman. I was actually like riding with you, like, yo, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, because that was my manly shame weighing in on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you can't keep looking at women the same way. Like, she's speaking up, this and a third. But then, like, I seen you in a car doing the spin that shit with your ass in the air in an SUV, and I was like, damn. It's not the same person that's on the pod. You know what I'm saying? That's not the ugly man. No money. Spend what? He don't have nothing to spend on you.
But also too, I will say, when I go out, I will dance. I love to dance.
Of course, Azar, but I'm telling you, Azar likes to act like she's so different than these other women. Let me go to her page. Hope she ain't took it down. Let's see if she did that. I didn't see that. Hold up. Hold on, where's the video? Did she take it down? Did she? Azar, did you take the video down? Did y'all see the video of Azar twerking in the car to spin that? Salute to El Toro. Yeah, call her out, perfect Patty. Fake ass perfect Patty. Call her out. Because she likes to get on here and cap. Yo, Azar be getting on this show and she be straight up capping.
You wasn't out. You was in
a
an
car.
SUV.
But the point is if I'm I'm a dancing.
And you put it on your gram though.
The spin that shit dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't my ass shaking though. I did not put my ass shaking on the ground.
You wasn't
trust me,
ass up, but you was definitely.
They wouldn't. I would never put that. I was dancing. Young Miami posted it. It was like
AB dancing.
I remember you comment on that.
Yeah.
Because I was like this, spin that shit. But I wasn't my body, my ass. It was literally just me like this.
Well, why would you promote that on your social media?
Well, I love that song. I can't lie to you. Spin that shit was cracking because that's what you saw.
Though.
He commented on it. I was in the car and I was like, send that shit. Spin that shit. I was dancing. Young Miami posted it. I added her. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get reposted?
Yeah, because she's doing something to trend. But listen, Azar, you like to present yourself as a classy woman. You know, Paul can't even get you to stand up on the show, but you're promoting a song that is about scamming. It's about demeaning yourself. It's about that escort lifestyle, money for time, right? And you're promoting it. Yeah, I know he was. I'm looking on the page. I'm like, I don't think she would ever do that. Because when he said that, I figured that he did that on purpose because he sees what I saw. I saw in Azar. And again, I have nothing against Azar. I just disagree with how she acts when there's other women there. All right? Just like when Amber Rose was there and they tried to gang up on Paul, I didn't like that. Right? The dissing black men, I didn't like that. Right? Especially if Azar is a black father, but she's promoting the song. It's not about what she did. It's that she's promoting a song that is dehumanizing to women, because they claim that men dehumanize women, right? When we talk about certain aspects of their physical traits, but you will support that song.
No, I don't care about getting reposted, please. I don't care about that.
No, I'm not saying that,
but the point is I love the song. No.
What about the man that's watching you on this platform like, yo, this is a bad bitch. This is what the definition of, she know what she doing. And then you go and you're having your fun and you... Because my thing is, I don't post nothing that I do in my personal life on social media. Because I might be doing the spin that shit dance with you. I might be spending some money on you doing that shit. But they'll never see that. You can't contradict what the energy you putting out.
Okay, but you
like
want to know...
You living a double life. You 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That's
you 1 foot in the dope game and 1 foot in the fucking big...
I believe that's the case. I believe that's the case. Because there's a lot of women like her. They all claim that they're good girls. They all claim that they're classy and sophisticated. They would never do that. But listen to the music that y'all listen to and support, right? And the artists that you support. Like if you're a woman and you support Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B, like how am I supposed to respect that? How am I supposed to respect that? You talking about Zara? She claims she's a black woman, but she looks racially ambiguous. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't shaking my ass. I was sitting down. I will pull this up. Darnell, make sure in the edit I'll send the video to you.
Right now?
I'll send the video to you of when I was doing it.
This.
I have it.
But that's like whole behavior though. Like the whole premise of the song is whole behavior, right?
Yes, it's whole behavior. And if you are a woman and you support that song, you're promoting hoish behavior. I don't understand why women don't get that. It don't matter if you weren't shaking your assets, right? You posted that video of yourself listening and sing and rapping along to that song, Azar. That lets people know, especially a lot of men who might be interested in you, that damn, she listens to Young Miami. She, like what am I supposed to get from this? She'd say she don't care about being reposted. So why did you post it, Azar? Why did you post it? Right? And I think that's why Berg is on her bumper. Right? That's why Berg is on a bumper, because these women are showing their masculine traits too, which are very unbecoming. You can dress the part, you can try to act the part, but if you slip up, people are going to see it. But again, Azar, she's not like all the other women. But put another woman in that room and you'll see the real Azar. And again, I have nothing against Azar, but I just disagree with how she has conducted herself in some of these interviews when there are other women there. I disagree with that. The perfect Patty stuff, I'm different. Are you different? Look at the song you're promoting. You should be promoting songs that, even though people might say, well, it's not a lot of them, there are songs that show respect for women. Y'all don't want to listen to those songs. You want to listen to Young Miami of all people.
Premise of the song is whole behavior, but it's not.
No, let's see.
This is the video, nigga. This is
the video. That's the video.
That's the video.
The song. Yo, why is the phone bouncing?
That's a hoe.
She liked the song.
Like, come on, Paul.
But what you saying though?
I'm just singing a song that I like.
I don't even know
what it is about the song.
That's all I did. That's crazy to you?
That ain't crazy.
That ain't crazy.
This right here, because this girl's going in on that
I would
song.
never shake my ass to no video. I would never even show my butt.
No,
they asked me to do.
Look,
I get
let's
what
clear
you're
it up,
saying.
because they might clip this up. I love Miami. I work with Miami. We got a lot of shit going. My friends and my producer friends did this song. It's not about the song at all. What I'm saying
is it? Tell me, please.
If you're preaching a certain message and then you're living and you're doing that, you're projecting that on your social media.
I'm hearing what he's
saying. I think that's mad confusing. It ain't about how.
Yeah, like, hey, everybody here that's watching, I'm pretty sure y'all follow some of these women who be out here claiming that they're different. They call out the behavior of Western women. They be giving men advice on what type of women they should date, right? But I guarantee, but did they put up a song like this on TikTok or Instagram? Y'all let me know. How many of these no walk content creators that claim that they are helping men be better men and what to look out for from other women, right? How many of them actually posted this song? You see, how many of these females that y'all be following that y'all think are so different are posting themselves rapping this song or putting the song in their stories or in their Instagram posts in the background?
How you carry that, what you doing.
Okay.
If you running around here and you stepping in like on some shit, like you
spin that shit.
Yeah,
What we spinning?
then it's like what
we
you mean?
spinning?
Okay,
That's
so-
like trick
Wait, I
behavior.
ain't heard the song all
So
the way,
let
but
me.
what's
You
getting
have
spin?
heard it. We sing it all the time. Where the scam.
Well, I only know the spin part.
So let me say this. I don't disagree with you. I can be held accountable for where that can look a certain way.
Would you let your man check you on that? Like, yo, take
Yeah,
that
I
shit
would.
down.
If
That'd be
he
fucked
told me
up.
to take it down, I would take it down.
Okay.
I'll never not take it down. If
Yeah, somebody's nose is crazy. Yeah, that sniffing is crazy. Shout out to Paul. Man, that sniffing is crazy, man.
But my man told me to take anything down, I will. I never looked at it in that way,
Oh, here
but
she
I can
go.
understand where you're coming from,
Oh,
and
here
I
she
see
go.
that. I was just singing the song. To be honest with you, I really like the song. I think it's a vibe.
Yo, Paul might got a cold. Maybe he got a cold. I don't know. Salute to Ramir.
Good analysis as usual, JDB.
Salute.
Keep up with the sensible logic.
Thank you.
Also a late RIP to the late great journalist, activist Tony Brown, who
Right.
departed this realm this week.
Yeah. Rest easy to him. Yeah, I heard about that. Just a great black man who lived a long life and accomplished a lot. Yeah, definitely rest easy to him, Tony Brown. Yeah, we've lost a lot of great people this year. You know, the minister, Louis Farrakhan's wife, has been being laid to rest. So yeah, man, we've lost some people, man. But yeah, salute to you, Ramir. Yeah, but Paul might have a cold. I think Paul might have a cold. You know, even though it's about 100 degrees out here.
I think
do
it's
too.
hitting. I think it's like spin that shit, and I like it,
I
and
do
that's
too.
where it came from. But I do understand and respect what you're saying.
Yeah, so you Malcolm X and Martin
yeah.
Luther King. You got two
I gotta
sides.
hold myself
Right.
to a higher standard and not do shit like that. And in my defense, the reason you comment on it is because you never see me do no shit like that ever before.
That's why I was so triggering. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
You see Azar? Do you see Azar? Again, I have nothing against Azar. I just have to check her on some things, right? It's like these men watch you. Again, you come in, you dress very conservatively, and you say how you're not like all these other women. You carry yourself a different way. But then they see a video like that, they're a little confused because we know the premise of that song. Y'all can claim it's one thing, but we know what it's about because we know who Young Miami is. We've heard her speak about her expectations of a relationship. Her expectations is of a man to have $100 million, right? And be able to support her lifestyle. And then you make a song like that. So we come to those conclusions. What's good, Rider Wise? Biggs, what's up?
I get that, and I have to hold myself to a certain standard as a woman, especially if I'm trying to be a certain role model for other women.
Right,
so I
right.
understand that. I respect you, and thank you for calling me out because I can
On the
always
real,
do better.
on the real, I get it down. That makes sense.
I can always do better. I understand
Right.
that. Now, I'll never twerk on the internet, but I understand what the messaging looks like.
Right, Azar. She's talking hella different than she did when Amber Rose was on the show. And they were just going in on men. She even told Paul Pierce to be quiet and listen to Amber Rose bash black men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Azar the double agent. She does come off as a double agent. All right. What's good, Devon? Salute to you for being here. Mr. Hill, what's good? And I think that's why Berg is really going at her, because he's like, listen, man, y'all like to, Azar, like, I've been watching you, like, I'm a fan. Like, a lot of us watch that podcast with her and Paul Pierce, and when they don't have guests, when her and Paul are talking, she comes across as a woman, again, who leans more conservatively in the way she dressed, right? The things that she has said. But then you put another woman in the room, all that changes. She you could just tell, like, another side of her comes out. All right. So when you women like her, you have to be careful when you're out here telling the world that you're not like all these other women. You can't also be out here listening to songs that basically dehumanizes you and pushes a message of escortism. It pushes a message of escortism. Are you supporting escorts? And they're getting money out of men, right? Chameleons are infiltrating the web. Absolutely. Do you know how many videos I get sent of women pretending like they understand men, where men are coming from, and are calling out female behavior? But as soon as you disagree with one thing, they flip the script on you and talk real crazy about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on, man. It's insane, but this is where we are. This is where we are with this. Let me play this again. Make sure y'all like the stream.
This is like, yeah, historically, like, I haven't been with like super famous men or anything, but
Cap.
Okay. So
Can I pull you up on charges?
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what men don't like, right?
Okay.
And I see you and I watch, and I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? I watch the show or
Thank
whatever,
you.
and like, you got really valid points, and like, I think that you're an attractive woman. I was actually like riding with you, like, yo, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, because that was my manly shame weighing in on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you can't keep looking at women the same way. Like, she's speaking up, this and a third. But then, like, I seen you in a...
Berg was kind of low key throwing her some, I want to say some bait, right? He was kind of letting her know, listen, I think that you're dateable. You know what I'm saying? You're not just a chick that I would see as, somebody to smash and keep it moving. That's the type of vibe you have. That's what he was kind of putting out there. That's why he got at her for posting that video. And yeah, he was teasing her, right? It's a grift. I see the space is still open for acting as though they understand. Right. And that's why again, when people send me these females videos, it's like another new female that's come out to give men advice. And I'm like, why don't y'all use that advice in your own lives, right? I hope you're using this advice in your own life instead of just trying to make money off of it. He don't respect women, so how he talking?
car doing the spin that shit with your ass in the air in an SUV. And I was like, damn,
Spit
this
that
not the
shit.
same person that's on the pod. You know what I'm saying? That's not the ugly man. No,
That's crazy.
no money. Spend what? He don't have nothing to spend on
But
you.
also too, I will say, when I go out, I will dance. I love to dance.
You wasn't out. You was in
in
an
a
SUV.
car. But the point is if I'm I'm a dancing.
crazy.
And you put it on your gram though.
The spin that shit dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't my ass shaking though. I did not put my ass shaking on the ground.
You
Because
wasn't
trust me,
ass up, but you was definitely.
they wouldn't.
You
I
was
would
giving,
never
you
put
was
that.
giving like.
I was dancing. Young
Like
Miami
Hadid-
posted
like
it.
Hadid
It was
and
like
AB dancing that shit. You
I
was
remember
being a
you
bad
comment
bitch.
on that.
Yeah.
Because I was like this, spend that shit. But I wasn't my body, my ass. It was literally just me like this.
Well, why would you promote that on your social
Well,
media?
I love that song. I can't lie to you. Spend that shit was cracking because
She say she loved that song. She say she love it. So that's just like me co-signing a song, like a drill song. Like I can't co-sign no drill song. You're not gonna see me post no video of me co-signing a drill song. You're just not. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? you might say, well, it's not the same. Well, you know, you're an intelligent woman, I would assume, Azar. You're an intelligent woman. You should know what that song. She said she loved the song. And I have no doubt she'd been popping it at home in her mirror. I guarantee you, to this song. You know?
I love the song
That's what you
too,
saw.
though.
He commented on it. I was in the car and I was like, send that shit. Send that shit. I was dancing. Young Miami posted it. I added her. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get reposted? You
No,
trying to
I don't care about getting reposted, please.
But
I don't care
no,
about that.
I'm not saying that,
Point,
but look.
the point is I love the song. No,
What about the man that's watching you on this platform like, yo, this is a bad bitch. This is what the definition of. She know what she doing. And then you go and you're having your fun and you... Because my thing is, I don't post nothing that I do in my personal life on social media. Because I might be doing a spin that shit dance with you. I might be spending some money on you doing that shit.
Okay.
But they'll never see that. You can't contradict what the energy you putting out.
Okay, but you
like
want to
you
know...
living a double life. You 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That's
You 1 foot in the dope game and 1 foot in the fucking
so
business.
I wasn't shaking my ass. I was sitting down. I will pull this up. Darnell, make sure in the edit I'll send the video to you.
Pull this up right now?
I'll send the video to you of when I was
want to
doing
see
it.
this.
I have it.
But that's like whole behavior though. Like the whole premise of the song is whole behavior.
Whole behavior. Do you heifers? Are you heifers listening? Are you listening? It's a song about whole behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's a song about whole behavior. Right, eBay? Like, what do you like about that song? Like, because I've seen numerous shows, by the way. I've kind of binge watched Paul's podcast. I find it to be very interesting. It's not like all these other boring podcasts from these ex-athletes or anybody. You know, him and her do have a chemistry, but when you listen to her, she comes across as a woman who's more on the conservative side, and she puts all of the thoughting on her friends, right? Women that she knows, but not herself. So when Berg is telling you, listen, I was caught off guard by you not only being, listening to the song, but you're rapping the song. You know? Very much so, because Young Miami cannot rap. What's good, Miami? Solider? So that's why he's saying this. It's a whole song. It's a whole anthem. You know? And women, and again, American women wonder why they're not wife material. Look at what you embrace. Look at what you embrace. W. Dave, for you, absolutely. You're embracing slur culture, but you claim that you're different and that it's all these other women, but it's not you. And that's why Berg is getting on her case. Because he's like, hey, you have an image that you have. You have a certain image. And you're sort of, you're messing up your image, so to speak, right?
The premise of the song is whole behavior, but it's not.
Hold on, let's see.
This is the video, nigga. This is the
video. That's the video.
That's the video.
She
That's a hoe.
Suspended.
That's a hoe. That's the whole video.
It's the wrong messaging.
Now, listen to her. She says that a hoe. He didn't call you a hoe. He's saying that's a whole song. Azar, he says that's a whole song. He says it's a whole song. He ain't calling you a hoe.
That's a hoe?
She liked the song.
Like, come on, Paul.
But what you saying though?
I'm just singing a song that I like.
I don't even know
what it is about the song.
That's all I did. That's crazy to you?
That ain't crazy. That ain't crazy. This right here. Cause this girl's going in on that
I would
song.
never shake my ass to no video. I would never even show my butt.
No,
they
see,
asked me to do.
Look,
I get
let's
what
clear
you're
it up
saying.
because they might clip this up. I love Miami. I work with Miami. We got a lot of shit going. My friends and my producer friends did this song. It's not about this song at all. What I'm saying
is it? Tell me, please.
If you're preaching a certain message and then you're living and you're doing that, you're projecting on your social media.
I'm hearing.
Shout out to Bob.
You've never been caught in drama. It has been proved to me that it is better to do your own thing or separate private life with co-op.
Salute. Appreciate that. Absolutely not. Because that's, if you're speaking towards me, because I'm not here for that. And drama is boring. Now, it's good in certain aspects. If you, a lot of people use drama when they don't have anything going on creatively. But after a while, once the drama dies down, you've sort of destroyed a portion of yourself that you can never get back. That's what drama does. It saps your energy, saps your creativity, and it saps your fans, your following, right? Not everybody's good at being in drama and maintaining fans, right? You're gonna lose something. What's good, Artifacts? Salute. Devon. Salute to you for being a member for 37 months. Says, like I said, Paul needs to remove her as co-host. I don't think he will. I think he likes Azar. I think he does. I think he likes her. But it's clear to me when I saw the interaction between them and Amber Rose, you could tell he was getting fed up, but he didn't say anything. But if that continues, I could see him going a different direction. But
I think that's mad confusing. It ain't about how you carry that, what you doing.
Okay.
If you running around here and you stepping and like on some shit, like you
spin that shit.
Yeah,
what we spinning?
then it's like what
we
you mean?
spinning?
Okay,
That's
so-
like trick
Wait, I ain't
behavior.
heard the song
So
all the way,
let
but
me.
what's
You
getting
have
spin?
heard it. We sing it all the time. We're the scam.
Well, I only know the spin part.
So let me say this. I don't disagree with you. I can be held accountable for where that can look a certain way.
Would you let your man check you on that? Like, yo, take
Yeah,
that
I
shit
would.
down.
If
That'd
he
be
told me
fucked
to
up.
take it down, I would take it down.
Okay.
I'll never not take it down. If my man told me to take anything down, I will. I never looked at it in that way, but I can understand where you're coming from, and I see that. I was just singing the song. To be honest with you, I really like the song. I think it's a vibe. I think
do
it's
too.
hitting. I think it's like, spin that shit. And I like it,
I do
and that's
too.
where it came from. But
what Berg is trying to say is that when you have a certain image, certain things you just can't do. And yes, she did want that repost from Young Miami. That's why she posted it. She sees it trending and she wanted to hop on a trend that hopefully is going soon because it's a stupid trend. Y'all singing to a song about escorting and scamming. Like, come on, man. What's good, Devontae Still? What's up?
I do understand and respect what you're saying.
Yeah, so you Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You got two
I
sides.
gotta hold myself
Right.
to a higher standard and not do shit like that. And in my defense, your reason you comment on it is because you never see me do no shit like that ever before.
That's why I was so triggering. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I get that. And I have to hold myself to a certain standard as a woman, especially if I'm trying to be a certain role model for other women.
Right,
so I
right.
understand that. I respect you and thank you for calling me out because I can
on the
always
real,
do better.
on the real, I get it down. That makes sense.
I can always do better. I understand
Right.
that. Now, I'll never twerk on the internet, but I understand what the messaging.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Do y'all see her kind of copping a little plea there? Because that's what Azar does. She's very disarming, right? Azar is very disarming. And she wants you to know that she's agreeable and that she's not going to in any way, shape, or form try to usurp a man's authority. But I'm telling you, Azar, what I saw with you and Amber Rose was not good. It just wasn't good because it seemed like you were agreeing with her stupid bird brain talking points. Right? That heifer has no man. And she said it out of her own mouth that men her age don't even want her. It's the younger men. Why do you think that is? So yes, Azar, you are. Because there are women that want a husband. They want those things. Ain't a lot of them. And, the way that you come across and the way that you conduct yourself is as a classy woman. I'm not saying that's what she is, but because I don't know, but she conducts herself that way. She's very conservative. Like I said, she won't even stand up on the show. Most of these other women, We'll be showing you every inch. You probably done seen every angle. That's not her. Paul's nose is a paid actor. Oh man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the chat. Mike Braun, I gotta hear that chuckle, Jay. That song is a spell, man. Yeah, that is a song that tells women ain't nothing wrong with selling yourself for some money. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with dating scammers. Well, you know what dating a scammer is gonna do? It's gonna land you in prison because there was a couple that was scamming millions of dollars and got like 40 years each. Okay? You know, you deal with these scammers if you want to, you're going to jail too. You're going to jail too, because again, that's a part of the song too. Is telling women, yeah, date a scammer or scam people, right? You can either date a scammer or scam people, but people are doing football numbers for scamming. Okay, they're not playing with y'all scammers. They're not. They're not playing with you scammers. Okay, they putting you scammers in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm different, y'all. Right. Talking about you different. How are you different? You're agreeing with a lot of talking about. Now, let's get to what Trick Daddy had to say. Because Trick Daddy was pissed at like at the older women who are criticizing Young Miami. So Trick Daddy, because Trick Daddy don't like older women, because he been told y'all he like younger women. So this is what Trick Daddy had to say.
Deleted the last live. Cause I had some more shit to say. I got some more shit to say. I deleted the last live. I'm coming back. Well, I got more shit to say. More people come in the room. I got more shit to say. Again, shout out to Young Miami. Got the hottest record in the fucking world. Not just the country. The hottest record in the world. They singing this shit in China, in Russia, Ethiopia, goddamn.
I don't know about all that. What's good, Gerald? I don't know about all that. Yeah, the feds are absolutely waiting for you people to scam. They're not playing with scammers no more. Scammers, you know, scammers used to be able to get away with it. Almost get slaps on the wrist. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. They are putting scammers in prison for a very long time.
Shout out to Young Miami. One of the baddest shit, the finest little shit in the game right now. You bad body old bitches, not one fuck to be giving how you feel about this young girl and her son. All the negative music that come out, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over and over again with situations with who the nigga she was dealing with. Everything y'all get on this fucking internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling ass bitches. I know you bitches. I know you.
Yo, let me say this, right? When Trick Daddy go on these rants, it'd be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going in on older women before, and he don't like older women, man. He always, any chance he get to cook older women, he does it, right? He does it. And also, you know, Young Miami's from Miami. You know what I'm saying? He want to support her. He probably want to sleep with her, right? I bet you he in her DMs sending her these videos saying, look here, look at what I'm sending.
I know you're mad. I know you hoes is mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking each clubs each and every night, these appearances, these hosts. She dropping her hottest single out there. Young Miami, you better not let these old ragla ass bitches deter nothing you trying to do. That's why I don't fuck you old bitches. That's why I would not fuck one of you old bitches, because the game done passed you by, bitch. You still stuck in the motherfucking 50s and the 60s. I don't want no old bitch with no gray hairs on her pussy. Let me explain something to you.
Listen, hey, he's done this rant before. I made a video about it. This was what, back in 2015, 2016? Might have been 2016. I spoke about this. Let me see. Let me see. Can I find that video? But he's ranted about older women before. He don't deal with y'all. He don't like y'all. He don't want nothing to do with y'all. And this is why he's going in on y'all the way he is, man. Yeah, make sure you like the show if you haven't. Let me see if I can find it. Can I find it? Where is it? No, I don't think I can find it right now. But yeah, he don't like y'all. He don't like y'all. And he's blaming because India Arie is the artist that spoke out. Right? It wasn't really older women. It was mainly just, she was the one, right? But people may perceive it as if he's talking about her. Right?
You hoes want to be celibate. Yo, I'm celibate. I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick your 800 credit score up your ass, and your LLC ain't making no motherfucking money, bitch. You don't have a customer, a product to sell. All your shit is bullshit. Get you some money, however you do. Stop getting on here talking bad about your fellow black woman that's making money. Music ain't for everybody. If you don't like it, bitch, turn off your radio, close and cancel your subscription to all your social media sites. Get off of Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because, bitch, as long as you on there, you gonna hear it, raggedy bitch. These young hoes don't want to leave their man. They want to be happy. These young women of the day, these young bitches of the day do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, hit them a joint, take them a shot of Don Julio or Patron. They want to get flued out. They want to put that shit on and get fucked real good, you dumb, ignorant bitch.
So he says that these younger women, all they want to do is get flued out, get smashed, get drunk, get high. He said that's what these young girls want to do, right? These older women, I guess, can't do that. I mean, well, listen, these 40 and 50-something-year-old women are absolutely doing that. But a lot of these other ones aren't. And again, there's nothing wrong with women calling out other female behavior. It seems like Trick Daddy wants these women to be slowers. He wants them to not be good wives and or into any type of long-term relationships with men. And that's why, again, American women are not wife material, because you got men like Trick Daddy who's telling these women, listen, you can be dysfunctional, you can be a scammer, you can be a slower. There's nothing wrong with that. But what Trick is not going to tell you is that there's going to be a lot of really good, decent men who are not going to pay you any attention. And once you're washed up and you don't have the options you used to, those men who you think that are going to be waiting there for you are not going to be waiting there for you. They're just not. Oh, yeah, he definitely want to date her. He would definitely want to date her. Absolutely.
On behalf of Young Miami, kiss every bitch ass in Miami. If you think we give a fuck about how you feel, then go spin that shit, bitch. Tell him I said it, ho. Now, I'm going to post this live because the first time I ain't say everything I want to say.
I mean, he seems very invested, but Trick, you're hella invested, man. Why are you so invested in this? That's what I want to know. Why are you so invested in this? You're giving these women bad advice, man, because these women are going to be pissed and they're going to be bitter. What's good, Devon?
He's simping for this chick. .smh.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Because I'm like, you really crashing out over somebody who admitted she likes to be golden showered. And then she tried to come back and say that that's not what she said or that's not true. Once you put that out there, you can't take that back. She was She was in P. Diddy's roster doing freak offs, right? With Diddy. Okay? That's what she was doing before this. She said she want a man with $100 million. Like, who in the world? Just unrealistic. And then you got men like Trick Daddy who's telling these women it's okay to be slores and get drunk and get flued out. You're giving these women bad advice because once they can't do that stuff, they're going to be so angry and so bitter. And they're going to be like Amber Rose going on podcasts, blaming everything on men. That is what their life is going to be because they're getting horrible advice, because they're listening to people who are saying the things he's saying. Instead of listening to India Arie, they're listening to people like Trick Daddy and others who tell them it's okay to be a slur. It's okay to embrace this music. It's okay to get flued out and get, take shots of Don Julio and smoke a joint, get flued out to get smashed, right? That's the lifestyle you should be choosing. But what happens when they're washed up, used up, and nobody's trying to fly them out? What happens then? Young Miami got children. Did we forget that? Did we forget the fact that she has children? And so does the other women who listen to her. Who they gonna fly out to with kids to take care of? Because of course, the father's not in the picture. The father's not in the picture. We can't forget those things, right? We can't get that, but some people do. So, all right. Salute to everybody that's here. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me go to this post. Let me y'all give me a second. I want to look up. No, let me go to y'all give me a second. Willie D. Let me go to Willie D's video real quick. Because, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find what India Arie did. She do a video. I'm trying to see if she did a video. Okay, I think this is her video. Okay. I guess it's like a collage of videos. Or a compilation, excuse me, a compilation of videos. Now, this is from her yesterday.
It is being wrongly reported on some of these blogs that I am calling for a boycott of the song of the summer. I don't need to tell you what the song is. If you don't know, then you don't need to know. And if you do know, then you already know. And if you want to know, you can go look it up. Everything has a frequency. People are like, it's just a song. No, nothing is just anything. Everything has a frequency. Colors have a frequency. Names have a frequency. Cities, states have different frequencies. Mountains have a frequency. Rivers have a different frequency from mountains. Mountains by rivers have a specific frequency. Food has a frequency. And music is pure frequency. It is sound frequency. And when you put sound together with words and it's rhythmic, you get inside of people's subconscious mind. And that is the power of a song, of lyrics, melody set to a rhythm. That's the power of it. It has power over you, over us. And I said what I said, and I was clear in my comments. I know I was. And so you can go see my comments and know that I mean what I said. And so for that song of the summer, I won't be listening. And if you don't want that food in your system, don't listen. And if you just think it's fun, then enjoy.
Now, as mentioned, it appears that...
Okay, now, India Arie says she's sick of y'all. India Arie is sick of y'all. Right? She is sick of y'all. Right? So she like, listen, I don't want to listen to the song. I don't listen to the song. And she is getting backlash for that. Now, apparently, this is a video from Hype. Is it Hype Plus channel?
That many people who agree with Arie feel that the Spin That song further pushes negative behavior in the black community, especially since there's been so many incidents with black people who are just accused of crimes ending badly. So if some will be influenced by the song's lyrics, this isn't something we should be praising. Like the recent shooting of Cyrus Carmick Belton in 2023, who was a 14-year-old shot in the back by a store owner after he was only accused of stealing water. Now, Young Miami herself has also been a part of the criticism, one being her relationship and support of Diddy and her own mother's connection to theft. So for some, to hear a song with lyrics saying, "Where all my scamming ass niggas at, spending that money fast. Boosting bitches, where y'all at, stuffing that shit in y'all bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags, spin that shit, spin that shit." It raises concerns that this is the crap.
A song telling women to steal. It absolutely has to be called out. Absolutely. It absolutely has to be called out. And I don't get why India Arie is getting such pushback for it. Because she's just being honest as a black woman who, because again, these same women claim that they want to be respected. How can I respect you and you're embracing and promoting music like this song? How can I respect that? I can't respect that.
Crown anthem of the moment.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, Spend That Shit, y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch is crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right, as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet. Where all my scamming ass niggas at?
Look at that. Look at it, starts young. They think that's funny. Family. You got these big old grown adults that think that this is funny. And you wonder why people act the way they do towards black people. Look how the adults act. They think that this is funny. And it looked like a couple of males are in there. Grown men. And you wonder why nobody respects you? Look who recording, a grown man. And they think this is funny. They want the next generation to be as screwed up as them.
Let's talk about it more in the comments.
And again, family,
It is big.
this is why we not getting no respect out here. Those are female men, Jay. Must be some effeminate men sitting up there laughing and being goofy about this. Ain't nothing funny about that. This is the next generation who they want to grow up to be stupid like them. At school, at like an elementary school, that looks like a car full of elementary school kids, and then they looked like they were in the gym, and it was a bunch of elementary school kids. Why aren't y'all doing this at colleges? See, if you were at a college doing this, it is what it is. But you're at a elementary school, and then you had a van full of elementary school kids. This is what's going on in these schools. Yeah, you're raising the next generation to be vulgar and to disrespect themselves. Right. And that's why India is speaking out, saying what she's saying, because she's like, listen, I don't agree with it. If you like the song, you can like the song, but I don't like it. And all of these mental midgets are angry. People who probably don't even take care of their own kids because they too busy on the internet fighting for some celebrity, trolling other people to defend somebody that they don't even know. Meanwhile, they got your kids singing this ridiculous song in schools. And by the way, the principal who allowed that at their school needs to be fired. Absolutely. Needs to be fired immediately. Let's play what India had to say again.
Being wrongly reported on some of these blogs that I am calling for a boycott of the song of the summer. I don't need to tell you what the song is. If you don't know, then you don't need to know. And if you do know, then you already know. And if you want to know, you can go look it up. Everything has a frequency. People are like, it's just a song. No.
Shout out to Gerald. They're grown women with the mind of a child for teaching their kids that BS. The men with them that allowing this to go on is soft as fuck. I appreciate that, Gerald, and absolutely. Those beta males need to be called out. Absolutely. But they're so defeated, they probably don't have the strength to call out these women for allowing this too.
No. Nothing is just anything. Everything has a frequency. Colors have a frequency. Names have a frequency. Cities, states have different frequencies. Mountains have a frequency. Rivers have a different frequency from mountains. Mountains by rivers have a specific frequency. Food has a frequency. And music is pure frequency. It is sound frequency. And when you put sound together with words and it's rhythmic, you get inside of people's subconscious mind. And that is the power of a song, of lyrics, melody set to a rhythm. That's the power of it. It has power over you, over us. And I said what I said, and I was clear in my comments. I know I was. And so you can go see my comments and know that I mean what I said. And so for that song of the summer, I won't be listening. And if you don't want that food in your system, don't listen. And if you just think it's fun, then enjoy.
Now, as mentioned, it appears that many people who agree with Arie feel that the Spin That Song further pushes negative behavior in the black community, especially since there's been so many incidents with black people who...
Yeah, so I just mainly wanted to focus in on that. It's a shame that she had to, she got to explain, like, to these goofballs. Like, it's crazy because India Arie has always been about respecting women. But these women don't respect themselves anymore. That's why they're not worth relationships. They're not worth it anymore because they don't have any self-respect. And that is why men they take the opportunity to go elsewhere. Hold on.
You gotta save your good advice for your smart friends. For the dumb.
Hold up. Let me see. I think I came across some videos. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Yeah, give me a second. Get this on the screen. All right. Let's check out these videos.
You gotta save your good advice for your smart friends. For the dumbass friends, you just damn, that's crazy. That's it.
Friends are gonna be the ones to tell you no. That's not it. You're not eating it. You look crazy, And you can surround yourself with people who just tell you what you want to hear and never tell you that you're wrong, but there's never going to be any character development. A lot of people think that they want friends when in reality they just want people to tag along with them when they go shopping and tell them that they're pretty, which is fine. Live your life. But you ever wonder why people are 40, 50, 60 years old and still ain't changed a bit? They still have the same flaws that they had in high school. It's because they surround themselves with people who don't hold them accountable. And they're still alive, so I guess it worked for them, but do you want to be the same person that you were in high school? Everybody gets older, but not everybody matures. And in order to mature, you have to be able to look in the mirror and say, I need to change. You can't change if you surround yourself with people that tell you that there's nothing wrong.
Hey, yo, real talk, you need to start taking control of where your knowledge comes from. Because right now, most people out here aren't even choosing what they think about. The algorithm is choosing for them. Your feed is deciding what information you see, what ideas enter your mind, what you believe is real, what you believe is possible. And you just sitting there scrolling like it's nothing. See, the algorithm was built by people who's curating your entire reality without... Hey, yo, real talk, you need to start taking control of where your knowledge comes from. Because right now, most people out here aren't even choosing what they think about. The algorithm is choosing for them. Your feed is deciding what information you see, what ideas enter your mind, what you believe is real, what you believe is possible. And you just sitting there scrolling like it's nothing. See, the algorithm was built by people who's curating your entire reality without you even knowing it. You ever heard of the word epistemic? It basically means relating to how you know what you know, the source code of your belief system. And right now, for most people, that source code is being written by a machine, by an app, by whatever gets the most clicks and keeps you on the screen the longest. That ain't knowledge. That's programming, family. So what you need to do is go find you the origins. Trace everything back. When you got a belief about yourself, about what's possible, about the world, ask yourself, where did this act?
Yo, shout out to LaMarcus Carter. He just sent 200 joules. Flow State. Salute. Appreciate that. Yeah, Unique is kicking some knowledge. He kicking some knowledge.
Actually come from? Who said this first? What was the original source? Because when you trace it back, half the time you're going to find out it came from somewhere you would have never chosen. Seek information for yourself instead of letting a machine and other people curate your mind. Don't let the algorithm be your teacher, family. Find the origin. That's real talk.
Yeah, that was a word from Unique. Yeah, songs have power. You know how powerful a song is? You could have went a week without listening to a song, a month without listening to a song, and you'll be somewhere randomly like the grocery store or somewhere, right? And then the song will pop up in your head randomly, right? Especially like if you're in a pressure situation, shout out to Maroon.
Scammers and Thieves Anthem. What is your thoughts on women having a 304 dom during the World Cup period?
Salute, appreciate that. What are your thoughts on women having a 3-on-4 dom during the World Cup? I didn't hear about that, Maroon. You'd have to send it to me. I didn't hear about that. A 304. Is that like a score? Because like, what do you mean by that? I'm a little confused by that. Well, appreciate that, Maroon. I was gonna play a video from Willie D. I still may play it. Hold on, give me a second here. Well, Willie D is gonna. I think he's responding to Trick Daddy and what Trick had to say. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Make sure y'all like the stream. Oh, 304. What are your thoughts on women having a 304 them during the World Cup period. Okay, say that.
Yeah, Arie. She says she do not like the song.
I know what a 304 is. The way it was worded, I was confused by the way it was worded. I know 304 as a whole. I was reading out the super chat because was he asking me something about the World Cup or hold him. I'll say this: a lot of women use the World Cup as a photo op. They used it to go there and pretend like they're rooting for a team. They like I said, they put on their best whole outfits. Amber Rose was one of them. I seen her with Cape Verde. But some of the other ones as well. You had Mexico. What's some of the other ones? A few of the African teams. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I saw the photo ops. I saw a lot of them who, again, didn't even know who was playing. They just was there for the photo ops. So I did see that. But we see that at football games. We see that at football games, basketball games. They go there for the photo ops, right? And they don't even know what's going on. So I did see a lot of women pop up at the World Cup. And I know them tickets wasn't cheap. So how they get them tickets? So you know what I'm saying? How they get them tickets? So
Song is problematic. In fact, let me just tell you exactly what she said. Well, these are a few of her words that she dropped on social media before she followed it up with a video. I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very, very rude awakening, scratching my head, because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. All right, fam, what do y'all think about that? You know, is India Arie right or wrong? She right? Give me a thumbs up if you think she's right. Thumbs down if you think she's wrong. Well, Trick Daddy thinks she's wrong. Here's what Trick Daddy had to say about it.
Miami, one of the baddest shit, the finest little shit in the game right now.
Websites your competitors don't want you to know, part 2. All you do is go to this website, and it lets you find out exactly.
You bad body old bitches, not one fuck to be giving how you feel about this young girl and her song. All the negative music that come out, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over and over again with situations with who the nigga she was dealing with. Everything y'all get on this fucking internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling ass bitches. I know you bitches. I know you. I know you mad. I know you hoes is mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking these clubs each and every night, these appearances, these hosts. She dropping her hottest single out there. Young Miami, you that not let these old ragla ass bitches deter nothing you trying to do. That's why I don't fuck you old bitches. That's why I would not fuck one of you old bitches, because the game done passed you by, bitch. You still stuck in the motherfucking 50s and the 60s. I don't want no old bitch with no gray hairs on her pussy. Let me explain something to you hoes. You hoes want to be celibate. Yo, I'm celibate. I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick your 800 credit score up your ass, and your LLC ain't making no motherfucking money, bitch. You don't have a customer, a product to sell. All your shit is bullshit. Get you some money, however you do. Stop getting on here talking bad about your fellow black woman that's making money. Music ain't for everybody. If you don't like it, bitch, turn off your radio, close and cancel your subscription to all your social media sites.
Yo, Willie D is just sitting there watching with a straight face there, man.
Get off of Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because, bitch, as long as you on there, you gonna hear it, raggedy bitch. These young hoes don't want to leave their man. They want to be happy. These young women of the day, these young bitches of the day do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, hit them a joint, take them a shot of Don Julio or Patron. They want to get flued out. They want to put that shit on and get fucked real good, you dumb, ignorant bitch. On behalf of Young Miami, kiss every bitch ass in Miami. If you think we give a fuck about how you feel, then go spin that shit, bitch.
Okay, so out the gate, straight out the gate, Trick is from Miami. Young Miami is from Miami. So Trick is riding for Young Miami. You know, like I would ride for Megan or somebody that's from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? We kind of stick together, right? You know, we're going to ride for each other. So
he said he ride for Megan. Really? So you can't disagree with something? You just going to ride for her? Salute to LaMarcus Carter for sending another gift. Shout out to you, LaMarcus, again.
You know, I gotta take that with a grain of salt. Because here's the deal, fam. I'm surprised that Trick used that type of language aimed at India Arie. I'm surprised he did that. Because I can understand.
We got another gift from Amari B. Salute to Amari B for sending the 100. Appreciate that.
His frustration. I can understand his frustration because it does seem like Young Miami is being picked on. However, that comes with the territory when you the big dog. She got the hottest song of the summer. Let most people tell it. And so she's going to stand out. That song is going to stand out. Whether that song was considered to be a positive.
Shout out to Young Nation. He sent the gift. Appreciate that, Young Nation 23.
Song or negative song. So if the song has language in it that's unflattering, language in it that people believe is negative or somehow sets us back, then the criticism is going to be magnified. So it's not like they're picking on Young Miami. It's that she went in there and created a monster, and she has to be held accountable for what she says.
Right. Just like anything. If you create something, quote unquote, it's going to get pushback, but it's the type of pushback she's getting. She's getting the right type of pushback. This ain't a situation where somebody created something and people are just being haters. Nobody's hating on Young Miami. People are calling out the song because it's about pushing the wrong things in our culture, which is why a lot of Black Americans are targeted and why there's unfair sentencing, why it feels like we are treated a certain way because of the stereotypes that song pushes. The scamming, the stealing, right? The escorting. That's what it's pushing, right? And we don't need that. You feel me?
Right? Just like I was held accountable for what I said back in the gap. I can speak on this because I have a unique experience with this exact same thing. When we put out Mind of a Lunatic, where we spoke in a cautionary manner, where we were talking about, the psychotic, these psychotic characters and stuff. Tipper Gore, C. Dolores Tucker, and Dionne Warwick, they didn't like it, and they were vocal about it. I didn't give a damn about what Tipper Gore thought, but C. Dolores Tucker and Dionne Warwick, I've always respected them. They come from where I come from. They are part of my community. So I had a certain reverence for them. So while I did not like the idea of them coming for me, I understood why they was coming for me. because they didn't necessarily understand what I was doing, and they didn't necessarily agree with what I was doing. And so they spoke out against it.
Why are you still using bots for your meetings?
Let's get through these heifers.
Okay. But I kept on doing what I had to do to keep on moving forward, to do my thing. And I didn't go out there and disrespect my elders. India Arie now is, she's an elder statesman now. You know what I'm saying? She's an elder statesman. She done went out there and put the work in. And she's been very consistent with her message. So it ain't like she just woke up today and say, you know what, I need some likes. I need some views. Let me go in and attack this girl talking about this thing right here.
That is true. And that's why India Arie is doubling down on it, because she's said similar things before. Like, she's not a hater. She's not jealous. She has a Substack, but still, I don't think that she's doing that just for attention on herself. I think she genuinely feels that way, right? And if you are diametrically opposed to something, you have two choices: speak out or not speak out. And her being a public figure, and her being consistent in her messaging about how women, especially black women, are portrayed, she's been very consistent. She's the only one who's been consistent, because there have been women who will say things and they'll fold and apologize, right? Then go on an apology tour over it, because you can't criticize black women in America. You criticize a black woman in America, you're going to be called out, and they're going to try to cancel you, because they want black women to be dysfunctional and to raise the next generation to be just as dysfunctional.
She's more qualified to speak on it than even I am, because this is apples to apples. She actually, started her career singing the song Video, where she was being positive and speaking out there, speaking on things like black women wearing their natural hair and carrying themselves with a light, so to speak, right? Like, being positive, being virtuous. She put that on a pedestal, and she's been extremely consistent with that. Now, moving on. When you think about this type of music, when artists put out music that people consider to be negative or sets us back, we got to understand that this type of vulgar music has been happening since before most of us were born, right? This music has always existed. Now, the difference today is it don't seem to be a lot of balance. Back in the day, in fact, I would argue that most of the music was considered positive, and then you had some risque stuff or whatever. But today, we don't seem to have as much balance. And that's what freaks a lot of people out. And this is what has a lot of people up in arms. Because even when we was coming up and doing our thing and our prime, even in the beginning, there was always an alternative. If you didn't like Ghetto Boys, you go to Public Enemy. If you didn't like NWA, you go to Tribe Called Quest.
That is true. There used to be so much variety in music, right? But now there's no variety because the record labels are lazy, and they go and they look at what's trending and what works, and they go there. There's no artist development. Music is no longer an art. Music is used as a tool to make money and to push a narrative. That's what music is nowadays, especially in rap. R&B is almost non-existent in the mainstream. That's why they have to put R&B and pop in the same category, because it's non-existent. We had so much variety with music. Oh, I don't want to listen to this, I'll listen to that, right? But also the talent isn't the same either. I mean, the talent is just not very good right now because, again, record labels are lazy. and they just go and pick whatever they heard on SoundCloud. That's what a lot of these artists now that y'all listen to, they came from SoundCloud. There was no artist development. There was no going out, grinding, finding talent. They go for whatever's trending now. And a lot of it is the same music, especially rap music when it comes from women. They're all talking about their box. They're talking about getting money out of a man. They're talking about liquor and drugs. They're talking about fighting with another woman over a man. They even talking about cheating. Them cheating.
You didn't want to hear Lil Kim, you had Queen Latifah or MC Light. There was always balance. There was always other options that was equally visible, right, and loud, right? But now it's a lot different, so I can understand the frustration. Let me play some of what India Arie said.
Planning to publish your book?
I don't know if it's the same video. It could be a different video. We'll see. Make sure if you haven't liked the stream, salute to everybody that is here tonight. Again, make sure y'all click the links in the description box to make sure that y'all are keeping up with me on all my other platforms.
Okay. I have marks for my glasses. My third album, Testimony Volume 1, Life and Relationship, turned 20 years old on Friday the 27th. It snuck up on me. Somebody had to tell me. And so that's why I'm making a video right now instead of writing about this on my Substack, which if you know me, you know I like writing on my Substack. And you don't need to see that bowl back there. Okay. And
by the way,
in the blogs a couple times.
By the way, announcement, I too have joined Substack and will be writing on there coming soon.
Week, and so I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people, and I have traveled around this world twice, and I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time, but I've seen it, so I know, and I'm telling you what it is. But
FBA business.
You enjoy if that's what you want to do, and I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think. That's one. Two, also, this is a short version of a longer video. I put a much longer video where I go into detail about these concepts on my Substack, so go check that out if you're interested. Two, I was also in the blogs because I made comments about Clive Davis, and I said,
well, we don't have to get into that. Well, actually we should.
You're going to see coming out about him. I signed my record deal when I was 22 years old. And so I learned about human nature through the lens of the music industry, so I got a full hot dose of all of it. And I know what kind of stories are going to go. I don't need to say anything more because you're going to hear the stories. You're already hearing the stories. If you're on social media, you hear some of it's true, some of it's not true, some of it's conspiracy, some of it's, what's the word, exaggerated, but a lot of it's true.
This is my dad, 1970s.
Listen, it all ties in. It all ties into Clive Davis. I'm telling you right now, nobody was pushing, behind the scenes, probably that type of, what you see with Young Miami than Clive Davis. You know what I'm saying? And guys like him in the industry.
Okay, so what she's speaking to right now, fam, is the power of Clive Davis and how he used that power to influence decisions and the outcomes of people's careers, including hers. And that is an excellent segue into what I'm about to share with you. See, oftentimes when we start talking about this music, if we have a problem with the music, we go in and we eviscerate the artist. The artist is on the front line, and I get it. The artist got their name out there. They're in the front. They're actually, the words are coming out of their mouth. The actions are being taken place by them. So I get that. But it's important to get to the root. If you want to solve a problem, if you're serious about solving a problem, you get to the root. That's why if someone is suspected of having cancer, the doctor want to do a biopsy so he can find out what the root of the problem is, okay? Not just the symptoms, but the root. That's how you get in there and you try to remedy the issue, right? So if you're serious about remedying the issue, what you need to do is holler at people like this woman. Y'all know who that is? Of course you don't. That's Danielle Price Sanders. She is the president of Uptown Records. Why is she significant? Because she is the leader of the record label that Young Miami is under. She's signed to Uptown Records. If Danielle
old label,
said,
by the way,
we're not putting that.
That is Diddy's old label. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, Uptown Records was where Diddy was, and a few other people associated with him.
Shit out. Guess what? It ain't going out. Young Miami gonna have to go somewhere else. But Danielle cut the check. And so Young Miami dropped the music. See, artists can be all independent all they want to, but that music has to be released and distributed by somebody. And so if it's not going through a label, it's going through one of the platforms like Apple, you got, Spotify and all of the others. So if you really want to do something about it, you can go up the food chain and make something happen if you're serious about really making something happen. So, but Danielle is not at the top of the food chain. Danielle is under this guy. This is Monty Lipton. Monty is the founder and CEO of Republic Collective. Along with his brother, they run the show at Republic Collective, who Uptown is under. So Republic Collective is the umbrella that Young Miami's record label is under. Danielle Price Sanders answers to Monty Lipman and his brother to the right, Arie Lipman.
And they put a black woman, I want y'all to look at this. They put a black woman in middle management, right? To manage all of the artists there at Uptown. They put this black woman there, but her bosses are these two. These are the two bosses of as we said, the Republic Collective, but they put a black woman in charge of Uptown.
Now, Monty is the CEO and chairman of Republic Collective, and his brother Arie is the co-chairman and COO of Republic Collective. But they're not at the top of the food chain.
Oh.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Somebody else is there. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
That's Lucian. That's Lucian LaGrange. That's Lucian LaGrange.
Lucian Grange.
He is the big dog. He is the CEO of the biggest music distribution company in the world. That's Universal Music Group.
By the way, this guy looked like he's aged about 10 years since the other photos I've seen of him. But this is the guy that Drake is suing, right? This is the guy that originally gave Drake the $400 million contract, and this is the guy who Drake is suing, right? I don't know how Drake thinks he's going to win that lawsuit, but, you know, this is the guy that's running Universal and has been for quite some time.
That's the big dog. You never heard of him, right? He got more power than all of them. If he wanted to, he could say, hey, okay, Young Miami, you can't put that song out. I don't care what they say. I don't care what you think. You ain't putting it out. You're not going to put it out. And guess what? This man, Sir Lucian LaGrange, got so much power, he could reach out to radio stations and say, don't play the music. Mm-hmm. That's how much power he got. And he ain't even got the music don't even have to be under him. He got that much power. Radio stations make that much money with him that he can call and get somebody else on another label shut down today, right now. But guess what? He ain't even the biggest dog. Uh-oh. You know who the biggest dog is, family? You. You're the biggest dog. If you're a shareholder, the shareholders are the big dogs, because the shareholder, Universal is publicly traded. Universal Music Group is publicly traded. It's listed on the Euronext Amsterdam Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol UMG. And then your US-based investors can also access it over the counter. That's the American Depository Receipts, using the ticker system symbol UNVGY. Okay? So if you really want to make a difference, if you really want your voice to be heard, going at Young Miami is just for clicks. If you're really talking about being serious about this, you really want to go in, then go holler at the big dogs. These are the big dogs. Those are the big dogs right there. The ones you never see. That's the hidden hand. If you're serious, if you care that much about the music, if you care that much about how sensitive it is, how sensitive the ears are of the youth, that they can't be listening to this stuff, and how this stuff is going to incite people to commit crimes and all of this stuff.
So that's what Willie D. Willie D did go down a rabbit hole. He did. On this particular topic. But shout out to everybody that's here tonight. I think I had a really, really good show. I think I had a great show. We went over a lot of different things, aspects of this song, Spin That, and how it's American women especially are embracing the escort lifestyle, the scamming lifestyle, the thievery lifestyle. And when you don't, you get criticized. You're going to get attacked. I don't know why people are attacking India Arie over this. I just don't understand it. I really don't. All right. But thank y'all for being here tonight. Again, make sure y'all check out the link that is pinned in the chat room. Go check out my latest video where I talked about an NBA player whose wife, who he divorced a couple years ago, she is basically stalking his new girlfriend, and she posted IG stories. She took IG stories and showed the judge, hey, he's spending money on this new girl. I need more, I need more child support. You only make $11,000 a month, but my expenses are $29,000 a month. How can you have $29,000 in expenses every month? That is crazy. Yes, man. Y'all go and check that out. Thank y'all for everybody that was here. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. Shout out to the people that donated, that sent gifts. Thank y'all. Again, all the relevant links are in the description box. All right. And listen, if you want to continue the conversation, make sure that you go in the comment section and continue the conversation. All right. And all right, people, moderators, salute to y'all, channel members, salute to y'all, Patreons, salute to y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your night and have a great 4th of July weekend.